Hello there coaches, my name is Toby from the Gymnastics Academy, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can teach your gymnasts a double leg. Now, prerequisite skills for a double leg are a pop 360 crescent, aka pop 3. So if you don't know how to teach that and your gymnast can't currently do that skill, I'd highly recommend you check out that video right here. So, first things first when it comes to a double leg. The way we actually want to think of a double leg, there's two different ways to do it. There's one we think about doing a bit more of a flip, lay down and barrel roll. But for me personally, that's not my favorite way to do it, and it's definitely not my favorite way to teach it. So I like to think of it as a pop 360 with 2 feet together, or a 360 jump with a V-sit in the middle. So with that in mind, we're gonna come over to my friend the block, and we're gonna imagine doing a step onto 2 feet, jump, look at a spot behind you. For us here, we have an X on the wall, and that's gonna be my target. Having a visual aid to look at as the gymnasts are doing it is very, very, very important. If not, the most important. So get a marker up on the wall, hold your hand up, you stand somewhere, just make sure the gymnast is looking in the direction they're gonna be going towards. So, step, see your spot, jump into the middle in a pike shape, just like this, feet over, nice and strong. Nice and slow, just like that, using your hands. So, step, see your spot, hands in a pike or a V-sit now. Keep your eyes and body forward, legs go across and land. In the double leg, you don't want to take your hands down towards the floor or let your head go that way. If that happens when you're coming to land, you will simply put your hands down just like that and you won't land it. You need to keep your head and body perfectly upright, doing the full 360, and then just let your legs do the rest of it. It's almost like the legs are a bit of a disconnect, yeah? Upper body spins all the way around, seeing the wall. Gymnasts then bring their lower body all the way around to the floor whilst keeping this upper body up, land and turn. When they can do that motion nice and slow, you can start to think about adding some speed in there. So we step, turn, hands go down, pike, and land. Noticing how I'm keeping my eyes looking at that spot the whole time. I'm getting my body to spin as quick as I can. If the gymnasts don't turn the upper body around and see their spot nice and early, what will happen is they'll end up just doing a bit of a weird jump and turn, and they won't quite have the time or the power needed to get those legs across. So upper body right around, almost separated just like this, then let the legs drive over. See your spot, 1, 2, 3, bang, and boom. So I'm really gonna try and exaggerate it. You guys on the camera, you're gonna be my spot. So if I don't keep looking at you, I've done something wrong here. Look in there, stare, 2, 3, bang, bang. And as you can see, as much as there are moments in there where you couldn't see my face, as soon as my head come back around, I'm looking for that spot straight away. And that's really gonna help us. Spin nice and fast, get those legs round. So after the gymnasts have done a few of those and you can see that they can do them nice and fast, then want to tell them to do the exact same thing. However, rather than putting their hands on the floor, they're going to keep their hands up, nice and tall now. So, stepping and turning, 360 jump, see your spot, V-sit, and drive your legs straight away. 1, 2, 3. Same again. Gymnast stepping across, jump, see your spot, boom, pike them legs over. 2, 3. Nice and strong, seeing your spot. A couple of exercises you can do just to really encourage your gymnasts to understand how to drive their legs is, first of all, just get them to get a yoga block or something they can squeeze on between their legs. Here, up nice and strong. All you want to do then is lay down on the floor, keeping your eyes dead forward, doing gut busters. Legs over, eyes stay still, legs come round. Eyes stay still, legs come round. Keep your lower back pressed into the floor if you can. Keep that head off the floor, chin forward, bang. After you've done a few reps of that, you want to do the same thing, but this time slightly upright. So a bit more how the V-sit and the D-leg's going to be, because you're a little bit more upright. So we're here, leg drives, boom, over to the floor. Not slow now, going nice and fast. Legs up, drive, up, drive. Same again, eyes forward, legs go up tall, drive. Reset, legs tall, drive. Everything stand upright. And that will teach your gymnasts how to use their lower body separately to their upper body whilst maintaining that spotting point. So after your 3 reps of that, get your gymnasts to go back to the block and try the drill again. So before we move on to the next progression for the D leg now, I just quickly want to talk about one of the most common mistakes. Now, in the D leg, the most common mistake I see is people take off with their feet apart, which means that as they go through their jump and D leg in the air, their legs are like this. Now, this shape is going to be unaerodynamic. It's not going to help you to rotate. So, rather than taking off with your legs apart, you want to try and either think about taking off with them together, then as you jump up tall, your inside of your legs or your adductors and your calves want to squeeze together, nice and tall. If you don't want to take off with your feet together, you can take off with them apart. We need to make sure that as soon as you take off, watch my legs, you then jump and drive them straight together. As a coach, if you want to test your gymnasts out with this, get them to sit there in a pike shape and just try to pull their legs apart. Nice and hard the whole time, and their job is to squeeze their legs together the whole time. So we'll go through that mistake one more time. Rather than stepping, keeping the legs wide here, we're then going to make sure they go together or they stay apart, but as you jump, they then squeeze, boom, in nice and shut. Next progression for the D leg is to do exactly the same drill we just practiced. However, rather than doing it over a thick block, we're now going to do it over 2 softer mats. Get yourself a band or some way of tying the mats together so they stay nice and strong, and attempt the double leg over it. The reason why it's going to be a progression is because it's going to be slightly harder. Because the blocks aren't as hard and because it's not as wide, you have to be a little bit more accurate with the feet, get a little bit faster over, because this is going to assist you much less. So, exactly the same things. Step into feet together, bang. Turn, see it with your eyes first. Feet leave the floor, legs squeeze together, and V-sit. Nice and strong, exactly the same. If your gymnasts are finding it hard to spot over here after stepping in this position, they can imagine stepping, seeing this way a little bit, but as soon as they then take off, you want to make sure they jump and look for that side straight away. Boom. Once you've got that nice and easy, going over 2 mats, take the band away, boom, let's do it over 1 mat. Now, much like with the other prep, as soon as we take a mat away and make it thinner, it's going to make it harder. And especially going onto 1 mat, it's going to be exponentially harder. So, make sure your gymnast is very, very comfortable in the skill so far with 2 mats, and then give it a try with a 1. Same coaching points apply. Step, turn your chest and body round nice and quick, see it early, big takeoff, snap into that V-sit. Perfect. So now that your gymnast has shown us that they can do all the drills before consistently, they can do 3 out of 3, 5 out of 5 on the single mat. Now it's time to come to the air track and give it a go. Me personally, when I teach this skill, I like to add something a little bit lower so there's still a wall there, but so low that they're not going to touch it at all. It's just there to give them a bit of a guide, keep them comfortable to what they've been familiar with over there, and they should be fine. So, same things apply. Get that head round quickly, drive them legs to the floor, and make sure this right side gets all the way over. Boom, very quickly, feel this pull, and then take off. Vice versa if your gymnasts are left side. So nice and wide, gymnast step fast, step, go! All the way around. They need to make sure they're pushing off their legs super strong away through their tiptoes and driving that shoulder and chest, boom, in that direction so their hips and legs want to follow over. So that right there was a progression line that I like to use to teach my gymnasts how to do double legs. You can use it for your gymnasts as well, and I'm sure you have good results. However, if you're teaching gymnasts who are quite young how to do this skill, you might find they haven't quite got the power yet to get their legs and body all the way around on, say, the air track. However, if you have access to a trampoline, then that is going to be your best friend. I'm quickly going to take you over there to show you how you can teach gymnasts a double leg on a trampoline very, very quickly. Lovely. So first things first, all we're going to do, similar to the last prep, is just some 360s. So we're going to bounce on the trampoline. Rather than bouncing dead straight though, similar to the pop 360, we're going to land and jump with 90 degrees of rotation first. So we're here, looking at our spot, arms out sideways, 1, 2, 3, arms behind you, see it, land. Nice, and again, really concentrate on getting this body and shoulder around, see it, land. A little bit of length in it is also be quite helpful. So looking forward, see the spot again, land super tall. The next step to this is just adding a pike jump in the middle. We're not trying to do a full-on D-leg just yet. 360, little pike here, 360, pike. That little, that small is just what we're after. All the way around, turn, pike in the middle. Same again, all the way around and through, pike in the middle, and around. As they start to get more confident, you should see that they're getting their head and body round quicker whilst coming up, up, up. Then as they start to see it, is when they're double legging. So one more time, 360 pike. 1, 2, 360 pike. Then go. One more. 360 first, 360 first, 360 pike. Then that will give you the foundation of a lovely D-leg. So if your gymnasts have mastered that step, it's now time to go for the full thing. And rather than think of doing a pike in the middle, we're going to imagine doing a V-sit coming up here and then across, just like we was earlier on. So see the wall, 1, 2, see it again, pike, and round. Thinking of getting those feet right up past your nose, getting the full double leg done. Nice and smooth. One final time then, getting that power in there, adding that V-sit, 2, turn, V-sit, bang. One more for luck. See the wall, shoulder, get round, 1, 2, 3, turn, V-sit. And that right there is how you can get your gymnasts to do a D-leg on the trampoline. Once they've learned on the trampoline, go back and revisit those stages, and I'm positive that you'll find a good difference, and it should have had a very, very beneficial effect. That has been how you can teach your gymnasts a double leg. Hope you guys have found this very, very useful. If you have any questions down below and you want any further information about your D-legs, feel free to leave a comment down below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.